Hi guys, welcome back to Fun Reading Phoebe. Today we'll be reading Disney Fairies, Tinkerbell and the Secret of the Wings. Tinkerbell and the Secret of the Wings. The Winter Woods was the most mysterious place in Pixie Hollow, full of shimmering snowflakes and glistening icicles. Queen Clarion had made a rule that warm season fairies weren't allowed to go there. But one day, curious Tinkerbell jumped across the border. When she landed on the other side, her wings sparkled strangely. Ooh, mysterious. Back at home, Tink wanted to know what had caused her wings to sparkle. She wrapped her warmest coat for a trip back to the winter woods. She hid inside a snowflake basket that was being flown there by an owl. It's a very big owl. When she had landed safely in the winter woods, Tink went to the hall of of winter to find the key of all fairy knowledge. Dewey. Tink was amazed by what she saw. Him talking to a winter fairy. Those wings are glowing brightly. Suddenly, Tink's wings began to sparkle again. Tinkerbell and the winter fairy Periwinkle looked at each other's glittering wings in amazement. Dewey explained that Tink and Perry had been born of the same laugh, which meant that they were sisters. The girls couldn't believe it. What? That is why your wings sparkle, Dewey told them. Tink should have gone straight home to the warm season, but Dewey said that she and Perry could spend a little time together first. So Perry gave Tink a tour of the winter woods. So they went for an exciting ride down a forest waterfall with Perry's friends Gliss and Spike. Nice names if you ask me. After dark, the winter woods got even colder, so Tink built a fire to keep them warm. She told Perry all about her home. I wish I could go there, Perry said, but I can't live in warm weather. I made it warmer over there, replied Tinkerbell. Maybe I could make it colder over there. Just then the snow floor crumbled beneath them. The fire was melting. It was a snowy lynx picked up Tink and Perry and looked them back to Dewey, who told Tink that she must return home. Tinkerbell had an idea. She hugged Perry and whispered, Meet me back here tomorrow." When Tink arrived back home, she told her friends all about Periwinkle. So also she also shared her big idea with them, the snowmaker. They got straight to work building the machine, which would make it cold enough for Perry to visit Tink. The next day, they brought a snowmaker to the border. "This is your ticket, the warm side of Pixie Hollow," Tink told Perry and her friends. Stuck safely under a snow shower that made Snowmaker had made. The periwinkle went on an exciting tour of the warm part of Pixie Hollow. Then Perry showed Tink and her friend one of the fairy talents. He coated a flower with glittering frost. But a little while later, Perry's wings started to wilt. The Snowmaker was running out of ice and Perry was getting too warm. Tink knew she had to rush her sister back to the winter woods straight away. Lord Milroy, the Lord of Winter, was waiting for them at the edge of the winter woods. "This is where we don't cross the border," he said. "The rule is there to protect you." At that moment, Queen Clarion and the Queen of Pixie Hollow arrived. She agreed that the rule was for everyone's safety. Lord Mallory pushed the Snowmaker to the icy river as Tink and Perry unhappily hugged goodbye. Back at home, Queen Clarion tried to help Tinkerbell to understand the rule. She told Tink about the warm season, fairy and a winter fairy who had fallen in love a long time ago. One of the fairies had broken a wing because they had crossed the border, and there was no cure for a broken wing. As Queen Clarion spoke to Tink out of the window and saw something strange, snowflakes were falling. At the border of the winter woods, the Snowmaker was stuck at the top of a waterfall. Chunks of ice from the river were pouring into it, and it was spraying out snow. The fairies managed to push the Snowmaker out of the waterfall, but it was too late. The seasons had been thrown out of balance. Everyone was worried. A freeze was now on its way to the warm part of Pixie Hollow. If the pixie dust tree froze, there would be no more pixie dust. The fairies got straight to work. Some rounded up insects to bring them to shelter, while others rushed to the cover of the trees with blankets of moss. They would be able to save it. Then Tink remembered the flower that Perry was coated with frost. She flew to the winter woods to find her sister. "I think there's something you can do," Tink said urgently. Your frost has kept the flower alive." Gliss explained that the frost was a little bit like a blanket. It tucked warm air inside, keeping out the cold. We could frost the pixie dust tree," Perry realized. The winter fairies worked together to quickly frost the pixie dust tree before the freeze hit. After the freeze had passed, the sun came out and melted the ice from the tree. Slowly the pixie dust started flowing again. The tree was safe, but Tink realized that she had broken a wing when she had flown back to the winter woods. As the sisters had said goodbye, an explosion of light burst from their wings. The magic between them healed Tink's wing. From that day on, warm season fairies could visit the winter fairies whenever they liked. All they needed was a little frost to keep their wings safe. Tink and Perry would never say goodbye again. The end. Hope you guys like this video. If you did, smash that like button, hit the bell notification, subscribe so you can see the rest of my videos. Bye!